For over a year, the relationship between Ayanokoji and Kei was a cornerstone of Classroom of the Elite story. It was a relationship born from a parasitic survival strategy, but for many fans, it evolved into something genuine. We watched Kei grow from a traumatized girl hiding behind a strong facade into a more confident young woman, all with Ayanokoji as her anchor. And then came the breakup. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most heartbreaking, brilliantly written, and character-defining scenes in the series, the moment Ayanokoji broke up with Kei. This wasn't just a simple "we're done." This was the final, calculated lesson from the White Room's masterpiece. Part 1. Ayanokoji's self-reflection. The breakup chapter begins not with Kei, but inside Ayanokoji's head. He tells us, coldly and directly, that today is the day he will break up with her. He frames it as a predestined event, scheduled from the very beginning of their relationship. His goal? To force Kei to grow beyond her parasitic nature, to become self-reliant. He sees her as a textbook, and breaking up with her is the final chapter in his study of love and parting. But then, something fascinating happens. He hesitates. He starts wondering if, after a year together, some unexpected byproduct was born within him. He hopes for it. He prays that when he stands before her, he'll be unable to say the words. He describes his heart pounding, feeling regret, and even admits to himself, "I don't want to break up. I don't want to part with her in front of me. I finally realized. I like her." This is the single biggest moment of self-deception for Ayanokoji in the entire series. For a breathtaking few paragraphs, the audience is led to believe that the impossible has happened. The emotionless manipulator has truly fallen in love. He's fighting against his own programming, and it seems like he's about to choose his heart over his cold calculus. But it's a trap. A trap for the reader, and a reflection of the lie Ayanokoji is telling himself in that moment. This internal struggle isn't proof of love. It's merely proof of his desire to feel love. He's an observer in his own life, desperately looking for evidence that he has changed. He's not experiencing genuine emotion so much as he's experiencing a simulation of what he thinks that emotion should be. Part 2. The illusion of a perfect date. Meanwhile, the date itself is a perfect, painful facade. Kei is all smiles, excited for the movie, and playfully teasing him about his actions in the recent exam. She's sharp, she's happy, and she's completely unaware of the guillotine about to drop. But is she? Later, we learn that Kei had sensed him pulling away. She knew, on some level, that this was coming. Yet, she plays her part perfectly, determined to enjoy their last moments together as a couple. The entire date is layered with dramatic irony. We see them holding hands, sharing popcorn, and laughing in the karaoke room, all while knowing that Ayanokoji is mentally preparing to detonate their world. This serves a dual purpose. For us, the audience, it makes the breakup even more painful. For Ayanokoji, it's the final test run. He's observing their interactions one last time, confirming that their relationship has served its purpose and is now, in his view, holding them both back. And then, in the silence of the karaoke room, he says it. Not with emotion, not with regret, but with finality. Break up. Part 3. Kei's perspective. This is where the narrative masterstroke happens. The perspective shifts to Kei. We just lived through Ayanokoji's internal struggle, believing he might not go through with it. But now, we see the truth through Kei's eyes. She reveals that his entire internal monologue, the hope, the hesitation, the love confession, was nothing but her own desperate fantasy. A what-if scenario she played out in her head in the split second before he spoke. This hit hard. The reality was far colder. He showed no hesitation. He felt no regret. He simply delivered the verdict. Part 4. Kei's growth. Kei's reaction is what makes this scene a testament to her character. She doesn't scream. She doesn't beg. She accepts it with a heartbreaking smile. She even helps him craft the narrative, suggesting they just drifted apart. She tells him, "I've also felt the atmosphere between us has gotten a little heavy lately." This is a lie. A brave, devastating lie. She is giving him what he wants while preserving her own dignity. She understands that his goal was her independence, and in this final moment, she proves that his method, however cruel, worked. She stands on her own even as her world is collapsing. The moment the door closes, the facade shatters. She breaks down, sobbing, asking the empty room, "Was I good? Until the very end, in front of you, did I do well?" It's a gut-wrenching moment that shows that her strength isn't about being unfeeling, it's about feeling the immense pain and still choosing to act according to her own will, not just her dependency. So, what is the true meaning of this breakup? For Ayanokoji, it was the culmination of a long-term experiment. It was a success, but it also revealed the limits of his own humanity. He can mimic emotion, he can desire change, but when the moment of truth arrived, he defaulted to his core programming, cold, logical efficiency. He sacrificed his own chance at genuine connection to prove a point. For Kei, it was the most painful lesson in independence. She lost her boyfriend and her host in one fell swoop, but she gained something far more valuable, her own agency. She walked out of that room heartbroken, but she walked out as her own person, no longer a parasite. This scene isn't just about a breakup. It's a brutal, brilliant exploration of two incredibly complex characters colliding. It shows us that in the world of classroom of the elite, even love can be a tool for manipulation, and sometimes, the kindest cut is the cruelest one. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you enjoyed. Did you resent Ayanokoji for this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Peace.